Hey guys, welcome back to Co-Parenting Unplugged. This is where I talk to you guys about the struggles that I am currently experiencing on my co-parenting journey, and just to kind of get my thoughts out there for anybody who is probably going through the same things and just needs a little bit of emotional support. Here's the thing that's kind of really hard about doing this podcast, because I want to share all the details with you because I think that you deserve all the information to kind of make a really good judgment call. But then if I share too much, it can get a little bit dicey, you know what I mean? Because right now, guys, I am going through the thick of it, okay? This is probably going to be the hardest part of my co-parenting journey to date. And honestly, I'm having a really hard time navigating it. Let's start first by saying that my ex has a history of mental illness in his family. And I kind of think that that mental illness is manifesting in him right now due to the trauma of our separation and divorce. I feel like what he experienced from his childhood trauma is currently being relived through our kids, because our oldest is around the same age as him when he first experienced his dad's remarriage. So it's really hard to explain without, giving you guys some context. I'm going to give you what I can without going too much into detail. His mom was in and out of his life due to mental illness, so it left his dad as the sole provider for their family. Sometime when they were children, their dad decided that he needed a woman in his life to take care of the kids and the household, so he married a woman from another country. Now, I remember when I got with my husband, years and years ago, one of the things he said about his stepmom was that she was a lying, manipulative person. And she was extremely jealous to the point where she would pit the kids against their dad. So because of this, I feel like he had a really emotional and really confusing upbringing. So in the past few years, he's expressed a lot that he really wants to have that really great core family of mom and dad and kids. So of course, with our divorce, it's bringing up a lot of bad feelings for him, because he's starting to realize that his dream of having a really great family for what was basically fulfilling a hole for him as a child is not going to happen. But here's the thing that he fails to realize. Because of the fact that he didn't have really great role models growing up, he doesn't know what it's like to be actually a good provider, a good husband. On the surface level, he does do the things that he thinks he's supposed to do. So it's no wonder that he's oblivious to the reason why our marriage did not work out. But here's the thing that really bothers me, though. He denies that he has this childhood trauma. And I really do think that he is reliving this childhood trauma through our kids. And I'll give you the perfect example. In episode 1, I did talk to you guys about how he was dating a new woman and how he did the most idiotic thing and took our kids out on a first date with this woman after he's only been dating her for 2 months. Well, since then, so much information has been learned about her that she's a jealous person, and she's lied about some major things that's happening in her life. She also doesn't speak very much English. Now, the English part is not a red flag per se, but based on his childhood, I actually think he actually is reliving the time in his childhood where his dad remarried a woman that was a liar, jealous, and manipulative, and doesn't speak very much English. All for the sake that he thinks that he needs a woman to provide something in his life that he could provide for himself. And basically, he's been saying to us that nobody wants to be happy, because I'm not the only person with this problem, okay? It's not that I don't want him to be happy. I do want him to find somebody. I just think this situation in particular is just so dicey because there are so many red flags, and he's basically doing it at the expense of his kids. He's exhibiting signs of a manic episode, and he has a history of bipolarism in his family. So at the end of the day, I am just worried about the kids. And I should have saw the signs of this coming a lot sooner, I think. I was with my sisters the other day, and they reminded me that a few years ago, he was having a lot of anger issues to the point where he would be throwing things in the backyard. He would be punching walls. He broke a door. He broke a bathtub. It got so bad that I actually had to buy my kids watches. And I told him it was because of the safety of the kids, but it was because I wanted the kids to be able to call me if they needed me for some reason to come home because their dad was having some sort of manic episode. And my sister reminded me of this, and I said, oh my God, you know what? I totally forgot about that. And the sad part is there's really nothing I can do about it. At this point, I've already gave him my opinion on the whole situation, but he definitely is the type of person that you just have to let him go through with the emotions. You have to let him make the mistake. You have to let him hit rock bottom, and hopefully he'll come out on the other side a better person. But what extremely sucks is that my kids have to witness it. And I've done everything on my side to raise my kids the opposite that I was raised. And it just really breaks my heart that I can't really save them from this because I can't stop them from seeing their dad. I just hope at the end their dad can go into therapy and find a happier place and be healthier mentally for his kids. The next time I update you, I hope that the situation is going to get better, but I do have a feeling that it's going to get worse before I can tell you that we are doing mentally okay. But you guys know it always helps just to talk about it. Will it solve your problems? No. But it's just nice to know that there might be other people out there that are experiencing the same things. Anyway, that's all for today. Make sure you subscribe. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.